Hello everyone, this will be my first video on this game. It's called Trucks Off-Road, and I think it has the makings of an incredibly popular mobile off-roading game. It has all the things that games like Off-Road Outlaws and Gigabit Off-Road had going for them that made them very popular. It's got good graphics, engaging customization, interesting in gameplay, several different game modes, and just to give you an idea of like some of the customization, like, okay. There. No more front arches. You want a bed delete? Consider it done. Or you want to make your truck a dually? Done. Boom. No more rear end. Heck, if you feel like it, you can just remove everything. Make it just a chassis. Yes, you can even take the cabin off. Boom. Just a chassis. By the way, quick game tip for anyone starting up. First thing you should do when you get your truck is go here to setup, and you'll find mount type. Now, most trucks, or actually, so far as I know, all the trucks come with the engine mounted up front. First thing you're gonna want to do is swap it into the rear. I found that drag times, grip, everything is just so much faster if it's a rear-mounted engine. Anyway, I'm going to put my Super Duty back together, because I rather like the way it looks. So they did get an official licensing thing with Ford, and just because it has the stock grille doesn't mean it just doesn't have just so many other options. I mean, like, hold up, 1 second. Make it look a little bit more like a truck. But you can, like, switch up the grills. Friggin' Venetian, slats, finny. I think this one looks weird, but that's me. I'm okay with the slicer. Personally, on this truck, my favorite grills are the stock one and the big boy grill, because simply I like the big boy grill because it makes it look like a first or second gen Super Duty rather than a third gen Super Duty, which I personally prefer. And since I actually have enough money, I guess I'll buy it. Now, do keep in mind that you earn money very slowly, so it's not exactly a walk in the park. And now, not specifically with this truck, but on other trucks that I've had, there are, like, different cabins. There are short cabs, long cabs. There are cabs with sun visors and stuff. And, of course, I've showed you that you can basically wide-body your truck, should you so feel. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I personally think that this is going to end up being a very popular mobile off-roading game. I do think you should check it out. I'll link the game's download in the description, so you guys can enjoy it to the fullest. But anyway, we've got our Super Duty put back together. I don't have enough to paint it, otherwise I'd change the color from white to black, because personally I think it'd look totally awesome in black. But I've already got a little bit going here. I have the stock axles. In the beginning, you start out with just a V4 in your truck, which I think is kind of silly, but I'm not complaining. It makes it so that there's a lot more room for upgrading and customization. I can't mess with the intake because I have a turbo on here. Oh yeah, you can install various bull bars. They're all very, very... And bull bars are actually, in this game, they're not just an aesthetic piece, as if you have a bull bar on, you're less likely to break up the front end of your truck. You can't change the carburetor currently, which sucks, but oh well, that's life. You can't change the exhaust when you have a forced induction system on. Or wait, no. Yeah, you can, but just not with the turbo specifically. You can upgrade your fuel tank, which somehow increases your horsepower, but oh well. Change the gearbox. I've got an upgraded intercooler on, and an upgraded radiator. We've got ready rocker covers. I don't have a supercharger on there, but that's because, like I said, it's already turbocharged. I've upgraded to better suspension all around, because this is the stock suspension, and this is the upgraded suspension, and the traction coefficient is just so much better on the upgraded suspension. And better grip is very important when you're making 750 horsepower. But yeah, you can like change your seat, you can change your chassis type. I wonder. Don't really see the point of this, but okay. I don't know what that does. You can even change the gear sticks. Surprisingly cheap. Really doesn't do anything other than look cool. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this game. I'm gonna leave the career mode for now. We'll start off with a single event, and we'll go to this place, because I've never been here, and why not? So there's a few different modes. Freestyle, you basically run around the track and do different things, like, you get points for jumps, mud bogging. So, some of the point system in freestyle is a little bit glitchy, but it's potentially manageable. Circuit racing, it's just you versus another person down a track. Of course, there's drag racing. Mud bogging, you just have to hit all the gates. Here, I'll show you, because I personally like the mud bogging system. And just how absolutely filthy you can get your truck. Yes, let's go. Skip. Let's get going. So, my truck is pretty quick. By the way, I recommend taking the tutorial, even if you've watched a video or you know how to play the game, because you usually get better quality trucks in better condition with better power if you take the tutorial than if you don't. So yeah, in mud bogging, your goal is to get through the gates, 8s, and destroy as few as possible, which I am exceptionally bad at on this map, I guess. It does take some practice. Took me a while before I could do it impeccably on the first map. God. This is some really thick mud, because I've got 750 horsepower and it's still slow. I'm probably gonna mess this gate. Dear God. Alright, we're gonna try drive up onto this embankment. Or not. Okay, turn. There we go. Now we're gonna drive up onto this embankment, and we're gonna run straight through the gates. I messed that gate. And that gate. I doubt I'm going to win, but I'll do at least somewhat okay. So as you can see, you get your truck just absolutely filthy. But for those of you who are a little more geared towards your truck's appearance and aren't a big fan of getting it filthy, during like the normal races, there's only a little bit of mud. It's mostly just very, very viscous water, so your truck won't get totally filthy. I personally admire games like this because of a combination of realism and, at the same time, making it exceptionally entertaining. It's personally why I like games like this. I won't reference any more since this is a focus on this game exclusively. Yeah, I probably was way too slow. Oh, no time penalties. 1.4 times score. Let's see where I placed. Hey, we actually won. Nice. Well, good for me. Proving grounds, huh? But yeah. Sorry. Ads are a thing with this game, but what else can you expect from a brand new mobile game with not many players? As you can see, you can get like free repairs. I'm not gonna worry about repairing the Super Duty right now. It's not too terribly beat up. But you can buy garages, you can store more trucks, or of course you can repair your truck. You can buy tools that give you repair discounts. All sorts of tools, wheel aligner, tool cabinet, engine stand, engine diagnostics, that kind of stuff. And so, but there's just so much customization to be done. And the most intriguing thing is, this is actually a really, really unbuilt vehicle. And it's already making 700 horsepower. But yeah, you can go to, like, buy trucks. And there's various things, like, this looks to be some sort of, Chevy knockoff, because they have the licensing of Ford, but not Chevy. This almost looks like a cross between a Hilux and an F-150. Another Chevy knockoff. And here's the first of the officially licensed trucks. This is what looks to be an 80s model F-150, but someone's thrown their own twist on it. So, it's pretty solid. 800 horsepower. Don't have enough to buy anything. And here's the same truck with the stock grille and some different modifications. You can change up the hood and stuff. This almost looks like a cross between it almost looks like a Dodge in the cab, but the front end looks much more power stroke. And, of course, Jeep, which, by the way, unless you've got, like, a bunch of money to blow on making your Jeep crazy good, don't buy a Jeep, because you can't switch the engine into the back, and it means that your times and speed are always slower. This is personally what I want. It's a... Oh, cancel purchase. It's a 70s model Ford, or maybe a 60s model, I don't know. It's been a while. And it's, as you can see, it's got like the sheared off upper fenders and the cowl induction hood. These things will always be here for some reason. It's the same two trucks. And I guess the purpose is to buy a really heavily built truck for super cheap. But, or for, not for super cheap, but at the same time, you can get something like this, which is making more horsepower, not as much traction, but is not very badly beaten, and it's almost a third of the price of those trucks, so. And of course, there's a career mode with these various different trials. I've been working through them. I've so far placed first 3 times and second 2 times. I'm working my way through those on my own time. But back to, like, so there's various different tracks. Like, if we go to, oh, and you unlock different tracks by placing first in at different events. Like, if I go here and I place first in any of the circuit racing, drag racing, freestyle, or mud bogging, I'll unlock digging deep at Skeeters. Or that's how I unlock the proving grounds, because I placed first in mud bogging at the Marsh Country Club. So yeah, there's currently 8 maps, and they're pretty difficult in their own ways. So, check it out. I think you guys will like it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.